Good morning, family. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Peggy. If you're new, welcome to another vlog. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Right now, we have nothing going on. I overslept this morning. Donald has been going to the gym every day, and that bed had a chain on it this morning because it just had a chain on. That's all I'm gonna say. I couldn't get out of it. So anyway, what's going on with us today is we realized that the water valve bypass thingamajig, whatever it is not working. We woke up this morning to water coming out, not as much, but it's still coming out when it should not be coming out. So Donald feels like he could fix it. So he's outside this morning and he watched a video on, you go to YouTube University to find out how to fix anything. So he really feels like he could fix it. It's a $17 part. If he cannot fix it, then we're gonna call a repair company out to just get the job done. So with that being said, we're gonna have to stay here for a couple more days. So we were originally planning on leaving Thursday. We probably won't be able to leave until the weekend. And Donald just wants to extend out even more. Like he wants to stay here another week. But we have to do what we have to do. So since he's outside and he's gonna be working outside a little bit this morning, we didn't unpack the RV or anything while we're here. So we're gonna unpack, put up tents, put our chairs out. That tent that we were waiting on, it did come here, so we can put that up and maybe we could sit outside later today. But again, nobody sits outside out here. I mean, I haven't seen a soul. Now, it's hot during the day. I mean, burning hot. So I'm sure that's a lot of the reason why people are not outside. But I'm gonna get out and try to get my walk on, because I always say I'm gonna wait till later, and later comes, I'm like, I ain't going excuse me, I'll be like, I ain't going out there, but I'm gonna get out. Right now it's like 10:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna get out and try to get me a quick 3-mile in. I took my watch off somewhere and I cannot find it. I don't know I don't know where I put the watch, and I'm about to cry because I'm like, I just replaced this Apple Watch because I lost my other one, and now I lost this one. I don't know what to do. I don't know where I put it. But yeah, anyway, so we're gonna probably set up the outside. If we do that, I will let you guys know. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm about to pull this prank on Donald. This is not a prank channel, but I just want to pull a prank on him real quick. So I'm gonna say, I saw this on TikTok and I thought it was really funny, and I wanted to see how he would react to it, right? So I'm gonna call him in, because he hates when you say, I ain't gonna say he hates, but when you say something that doesn't make sense to him, it bothers him to no end. So I'm gonna say a whole sentence that makes no sense and see how he reacts to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to do it to him. I've been wanting to do this to him for a long time. So when he comes in, I'm gonna pretend like I was telling y'all something, and I'm just gonna say the most random things that I could come up with, and I just want to see how he gonna respond to it. It drives him crazy, y'all. As you can see, I'm taking my nails off because I got to crochet me a hat, and these nails are in the way, so I'm about to take them off. But they would have lasted me another good week, but I can't do the nail thing. I'm sorry. I think when we get to our next stop, I'm gonna go and just have an overlay put on short so that my nails can always be done, and that way I could probably keep up the maintenance myself, because I have all kind of kits. So anyway, let's pull this prank on Donald and see how it goes. All right, fam. Donald.
Yes.
What you doing?
Nothing.
Okay, fam. So as I was telling y'all, Donald, he was in the other room. I don't think he heard me, but I was telling y'all about the time when the birds were in the tree and they fell off the branch and the sticks in the mud was in the wood. Do you remember that? Donald, come over here.
Where? I'm sorry. What's going on, fam?
Yeah, I was telling him about the time that we were sitting outside and the birds and the branches were falling down in the mud and the wood and the sticks, and then the dog came barking when the tree was shaking and the squirrels were jumping on the top of the RV. What? You don't remember that?
I don't.
Donald.
Do you know what park that was?
That was here just a couple days ago. You don't remember all that stuff happening?
I don't remember.
You gotta remember the fish were barking and the dogs were screaming.
I don't remember.
Donald.
How y'all doing, fam?
Tell the truth to these people. We have seen fish bark before.
I'll tell you this though.
What?
I've heard a fish bark.
You ain't never heard of fish bark?
Yes, Mayport. So when I caught that first fish that was like half fish, half frog, they called it a croaky. Look it up.
Okay.
It had like a
But that ain't what we talking about right now. We ain't talking about no croaky, because I was trying to give y'all an explanation as to why the trees were shaking, the squirrels were jumping, the birds were barking and singing, and the mud was flapping by itself. Nothing was in there with it. Don't make me look silly in front of these people, Donald.
What were we doing, baby?
We were sitting outside. Remember the bird came and sat in your lap? Why you laughing?
Wait! No, I don't. I'm sorry.
He is no fun.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know.
So you don't remember none of that happening?
Vaguely.
What's vaguely? Tell the truth, the bird did sit in your lap and sang you a lullaby. You know when birds be chirping?
The birds are chirping. No, I'm sorry.
Donald, tell these people the truth. You're making me look bad right now. Like I don't even know if I want to share this on the channel now. Because you're not. We were sitting outside. The birds were chirping, the mud was splashing, the squirrels were on the roof running across the RV. You don't remember any of that?
No. It sounds fun. It sounds something from a Disney movie. Maybe you were dreaming?
Okay, y'all, well. I forgot what I was saying. It didn't go off well. I tried.
I was sitting here like, what?
You can't get this man to lie for you for nothing. He ain't gonna do it. I was like, at first he was coming, but then he stopped. Donald, this was a prank. This was my failed attempt at a prank.
Oh, to see if I would go along with it?
Just to, you say the most random stuff, and I don't know where that came from. But I was just like...
once you said the birds were barking, I was done. I was like, wait a minute.
I couldn't come up with nothing. That was so dumb and random.
You gotta play. I'm sitting here like... I started putting all kinds of stories together. I wanted it to be true.
You didn't want it to be true.
I did want it to be
the
true.
one thing about this man, I ain't gonna lie. He is not gonna lie for you no matter what the cost is. He ain't gonna lie for you. Because I'm like, come on, Donald, remember? And when he was like, kinda? And then he was like, I ain't going with you on that one. This man will not lie for nothing. At least I would have been like, well, baby, let's turn the camera off a little bit and see if you need to go see a doctor or something, because your words don't match. I always try to, I'm going to get him with a prank one day and it's going to work. But that was a dumb one. I tried, y'all. I thought it was funny. It's not. Okay. Exit left. All right, guys. So we are back and I am... Okay, I told y'all before I lost my Apple Watch. I don't know where it could be or where it is. Look, I just found it. It was in the truck. I was feeling up here for something and I was like, hey, what is this? So, okay, now it's not lost, so I'm going to go and charge it up. Thank God for that. Because I didn't want to buy another one. These things are expensive. This is my second one. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what I did with my box old earrings, like just everyday earrings. So we're going to go up here to Afies to see if I can find me a decent pair of earrings that'll last me until I can get to Jacksonville, to the mall up there, and get me some better earrings, or order some earrings or something like that. But just some regular everyday earrings. That's what I'm looking for up here. So then we're going to run up to Hobby Lobby because I have been eyeing these beads that I saw, and they have beads on sale this week, 50% off. It depends on what brand you get. So I'm going to run into Hobby Lobby because I'm going to make a couple bead bracelets and stuff like that. But that's all we're doing. I had a really good bike ride. Donald and DJ walked with me a little bit. But I rode into this. Okay, we're in Tennessee, Millington, Tennessee, on most of our RVing. Y'all know your girl everywhere. Let me reel it back a little bit. So we're at this military base, Millington, Tennessee, not too far from Memphis, Tennessee. And it's a naval base. And while it's not as nice as most bases, it feels vacant a little bit.
Yes.
I don't know, because like a while ago they were putting a lot of military bases on the chopping block that they were going to get rid of, right? And
it definitely feels like downsized on the manning and stuff like that, because a lot of the housing is empty.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. So I went on my bike ride this morning, and when you come out of the RV park, you make a right. It's older military housing, and I feel like this housing was built in the 70s.
Yeah, I can go with that.
The late 70s, early 70s. Early 70s.
Yeah.
But it's creepy over there because you'll have one person living in this house, and then you can go 10 doors down. Nobody's living in these 10 homes, but then somebody's living in the 11th home. And it's just really creepy over there to me. And so I went bike riding over there, and I heard something, baby. I took off. This is not saying anything bad about the military. I'm not spilling secrets or anything like that. Now, they do have newer housing.
Yes.
But this part right here is just creepy to me. So I don't know if when people move out, they're not letting anybody else move in until everybody's gone, and they'll probably tear it down, which they should. And because honestly, if you ask me, they could make a bigger RV park because it's right here. And if they put the money and effort into it, they could make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like flatten the land, add a couple of, you have some boondocking spots, or you could add like electrical and stuff like that. They could add at least 50 more spaces, and it could be a nicer place. They had this little building over here. I'm going to show y'all that too. They had this little building, and I feel like it was like, what do you call it? Like a trailer?
It's basically a trailer.
It was a trailer.
A mobile home kind of thing.
Yeah, like when the school is overrun and they put those trailers outside. Yeah. That's what this is like. And we've been coming here for the last 2-3 years.
Yeah. And
the first year we got here, it was functional a bit. Yeah, but the second time we came back, because that's where they had the washer dryers and stuff like that. They don't have that in there anymore. It is like just gone. Right? So they're tearing it down, and it's sitting there. It's like an eyesore. So I'm sure they're going to pave that down and make it 2 more spots.
They might rebuild it to a solid brick building because they need some laundry or some kind of facilities here, because right now they send us to a little far off laundromat on base to wash our clothes and everything.
But at least the laundry is free, so I guess they compensate you somehow. And they're all top loaders, but they're free. And I'm like, well, I love a good free.
I love it. I love
amenity.
Free laundry room.
Yeah, so you can't help it. So Donald will go over and wash, and he'll bring the stuff home, and I'll fold it up and put it away.
What a great system.
I love it. Because he won't buy me a washer for the inside. So, I mean, that's what I told him. If you buy me a washer for the inside, you'll never have to do it. He was like, give me the basket. Just give me the basket. I'm going to go wash. But yeah, so like I say, the bike ride, it was a good ride, but it was just creepy. So I rolled down through there, and then it had like a little circle, and it brought you right back out. And I'm telling you, that last little round, I heard something weird. And let me tell you, I love electric bike because, baby, you press down and you go. I mean, I was out of there. I was going so fast that like they have like speed bumps in the road. I almost went over a speed bump instead of going through it. You know how they had a little opening in the middle? You could go through the 2 speed bumps. I almost didn't, because I was like, oh my goodness, if I go over the speed bump, it ain't gonna be good. It won't be good.
This is the first I'm hearing about this, fam.
Yeah, I know.
She's about to be grounded for real.
But no, because I heard something,
privileges.
so I told Donald, I was like, when I go back tomorrow for my bike ride, I want him to go with me so he could kind of see what I feel when I'm over there. But like I say, it's so much land over here, and they're wasting money, because if they were to fix this place up a little bit, it would be packed all the time.
Yeah, it would be.
It would be. I mean, if they could make the spaces a little bigger, because right now, this is what I don't like about RV, and then I'll be done talking about the RV, because this ain't no RV channel. That's over there. But listen, so behind us is a row of people. If I sit out and cook or relax, the people behind me, we're right there together. I don't like that. It's almost like, but you're sharing a site. It's like a buddy site almost, but they give you that distance in the middle. But there's nothing there, so we could just look at each other. Like, that's why I got the big window in our RV in the back, because I love scenery. I don't want to see you sitting outside sunbathing, so I can't even keep my window open. That's just a me thing. Everybody don't feel like that. But it's just weird, like sitting outside and somebody right next to you. Yeah. You know, like, where's your privacy? Yeah. I like privacy. Now, you're not going to get that everywhere you go, but I try to go to places that will give me my privacy. You see how those RV spots, they back into the woods, so nobody's behind them and you can't see anything. A lot of military RV parks are missing out on money. Yeah. Especially the more popular ones. Yeah. Because of the way they have it set up.
If Mayport had 20 more spots, they would make a killing.
If Mayport had 20 more spots, you still have a waiting list.
You still might have a little wait. You might have a waiting list, but they would make a killing, because they will always sell their spots. So yeah, they'll always have this spot.
It's just at a perfect angle. Yeah. I'm still trying to get to California, though. I'm still trying to get to California. I don't know how we could pick California up while we're out here right now, but I just feel like we can do it. I feel like we could do it. Put your all into it, player. Come on, player.
Put my all into it, fam.
Whatever. All right, so anyway, enough of that. Do you see that big old spider on that window? On the mirror?
Oh, yeah. You don't want me to roll the window down, do you?
I don't want you to go. Get out and kill it.
Okay, get out and kill it.
Get out and kill it. Y'all, when you out here in these woods, baby, because I looked at the wheel. I told y'all I'll be everywhere when I'm talking. I looked at the wheel of the RV. Now, we just drove the truck. Oh, did he get you? He was fast too, y'all. I'm sorry. Because Donald jumped back. Did he get you, player?
No, he didn't get me, baby.
I saw you jump back.
He jumped at me.
He jumped at you?
He jumped first.
Yeah, okay.
But
that was a pretty big spider, but I was looking at the wheel of the truck, and they done made a web already. As soon as we pulled up, the truck, we were gone maybe, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
One on the RV mirror. I'm just like, I don't like the outdoor part of camping, like in the woods, but I'll do it at the ocean front or something like that. But anyway, no matter where you go, it's gonna be something. And so anyway, we're gonna run over here to AFES and get me these earrings, and then I'm gonna run over to Hobby Lobby. They had a really good sale last week, and half the stuff that I wanted to buy, I'm sure it won't be on sale this week. And I'm not doing any Prime Day shopping. You proud of me? Amazon Prime Day. I'm not going to do any shopping. It's today and tomorrow. It's the 16th and the 17th. Oh. I'm not doing any, because I don't have any room for anything. Right. There's some things I want, and listen. I almost indulged But then I had to think about it. I'm like, we don't have space as it is. Like, yeah, we don't have space. And I thought about sending it to the house, but I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'll just wait. They'll have another Prime next year.
There you go. They have another Prime in 2 months.
In 2 months? Well, of course, because they'll have it for
Black Friday.
For Black Friday and stuff like. Yeah, they'll have it again. I just didn't see anything that interests me really. Did you look?
I haven't looked.
I need to be more like Donald. Like, he doesn't like shopping.
I hate shopping.
I do. It's fun. You don't have to buy nothing, just window shopping. But anyway, fam, we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All righty. That is super cute. That is cute. So I'm trying to be a better me. I'm trying to be a better me. I really am. This was my first time back in the gym in a while. And when I tell you the elliptical ain't nobody friend. Baby, my first day back, and I used to be able to stay on the elliptical for an hour and a half. I gave it a good 30 minutes. So I'm gonna have to build back up. So since we're going from military base to military base, they all have workout facilities. Sometimes you have to drive to them, and sometimes the RV park will have one right on site for you. But this base, again, is not as big as most, so we had to drive to it. It's not too far from the free laundry. But when I tell y'all Donald is in there leaving all of his regrets behind, all his bad decision and regrets, he is in there killing it. I didn't want to record because, you know, when I pulled my phone out, I was trying to record myself. People looking at you real weird. They don't want you to record them. I get it. I get it. But I always tell myself, this time when I get my resistance back up to where it needs to be, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep going. I suffered from, what do I want to call it? Anyway, I have heel pain, so I'm going to go out and get me some insert supports for it. Now, the elliptical doesn't hurt my knees and it doesn't hurt my heels, so I could do that. So, except for travel days, I am going to get out here and at least do 30 minutes a day. Something is better than nothing, you know? You got to start somewhere. And we have changed our eating so much till it hurts, but yeah, so this is what we're on right now. But when I tell you Donald is in there, he is killing it. But he used to be a beast, especially when I first met him. He could be in the gym and he could just go all day. Yeah. At first I wasn't going to come, and then I was like, you know what, Peggy, get up and go. So this was my first step. I think I've been talking about, say hey, DJ. Say hey, Pookie. Can you say hey to the fam? So I think we're going to stay here another 4 or 5 days because we have to get the RV fixed and we have to get somebody to come out. So the smart thing for us to do is to order the part off Amazon. The part costs $17, and then call the guy out and be like, when he come up with his, well, we got the part, it's going to cost you $150. Bam, I got it. $17. But yeah, anyway, so we're gonna find all this stuff out today. Now, if they don't have space for us here, we're just gonna go on to our next spot and then we'll get help there. So yeah, I'm hoping we could stay here so we could get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate leaving things unresolved. But yeah, anyway, that's that. And it is a pretty cool day today. It's not even 80 degrees outside, so it feels amazing. And they have a track right in front of me and I wish I could walk it, but I can't because of my heel. And I'm gonna tell you, I hurt my heel when we were at 370 Lakeside. Okay, here comes the rain. So I hurt my my heel at 370 Lakeside because, let me tell you, I was going hard as best I could every day. And one day, both my heels were just like on fire after the walk. And I was like, that's so weird. So next day I got up and walked again. Now the left foot stopped hurting, but this right foot, it just kept going and going and going. And I know one time the doctor gave me this boot to sleep in, and the boot kind of holds your heel up like that. And so I don't know. Y'all, look, the last time I went to the urgent care in St. Louis for my arm, because I was worried about my arm and the numbness in my fingers and stuff like that, they ran every test they could run. Let me tell you, they ran every test they could run. Why? Okay, so then urgent care sent me to the hospital, and the hospital reran all the same tests, and they were just looking. They couldn't find anything. They were making sure my heart didn't have no problems. They was, checking, and they told me to get me a stress test and stuff like that. Why was that bill $6,000? I wasn't even there an hour. $6,000. You hear me? And my portion of the $6,000 is $65. So I ain't gonna complain about it. I'm just gonna pay it and be quiet. Because there was a young lady that was at the urgent care, and just to be seen, they charged her $100. So I ain't gonna even complain about it, y'all. So for breakfast this morning, I'm gonna have me some egg whites and probably a sausage patty or something like that. And I think Donald already had his cereal. Listen, I went to find that Special K. They didn't have it, right? They didn't have the Special K. So I was like, I'm gonna try this other Special K because it looks really good. It was strawberry cream cheese Special K. The worst cereal ever. Worst cereal ever. I was like, oh my God. I wish Trey was here because I know I could give it to him. So I guess when Donald runs low, he'll eat. I just can't eat it. It's disgusting. And plus, I don't like super sweet anyway. So good morning, family. It is super early in the morning. I'm gonna tell you why I said super early in the morning. I did not go to bed until 3 o'clock this morning. And I told Donald yesterday, I was like, hey, wake me up at 8 because we're gonna go to the gym at 9. And I thought it was a good idea until I didn't go to bed till 3 in the morning. And now I'm crying about it, but I'm up. So that's the big thing. At least I'm up, because I'm trying to force myself to get up every day, because Donald has adapted this new lifestyle and I want to be a part of it, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get up. So get up, Peggy. So I'm up, but I'm sleepy. And I'm like, I hate to get over there and be on that elliptical and fall asleep. I don't know how this going to work out. I don't know how this going to work out. But I'm up. I am up. I told him, I was like, you know what's going to happen? Because I'm going to have him take me to Hobby Lobby real quick before we come back from the gym. So we're going to go to the gym, go to Hobby Lobby, and then come back home. But I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to hop in that shower and I'm going back to bed, because that's what kind of day today is. I'm going back to bed. Say hey, player from the sideline.
What's going on, player from the sideline? What's up, fam?
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing, fam? We're ready. She's up. I asked her this morning, you excited? She said, you know I ain't excited.
Yeah. Donald has all his energy starting at 5:30 in the morning. I ain't seen nothing like it. I've never met a person like that. Every morning is 5:30. When he hop out of bed, it's just joy, happy, joy, happy, joy. That's him. I wish I had that. I've been trying to get that since the day we've been married. I don't have that gene. I need that. I need that in my life. I don't have it.
Military did it, I guess.
No, because I know some people in the military that don't act like that at 5:30 in the morning. Because again, the soldiers used to get mad at this dude because he would come to work happy, singing, and they would let him call PT in the morning because he had all his energy. But then about 4 o'clock, it's like it slows down. But I don't ever have it. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to be like the Don.
But baby, you made it up this morning. I'm proud of you.
Don't be proud of me.
I'm gonna be proud of you.
Don't be proud of me. That's sad. You have to say, I'm proud of you. Don't you know I'm proud of you?
I don't do that.
That's a song from TikTok.
See, I don't know that song.
Girl, you know I'm proud of you. Hey. I'm trying to wake myself up, y'all. Hey. Anyway, we're going to go to this gym. I'm going to show y'all this man in the gym. He just be in there running like he a teenager. He was in there yesterday. I was barely making it on that elliptical. I was like, come on, Peggy, you can do it. I was like, how long I been on this thing? 10 minutes. Dang. So, I made it a good 30. I did 30 minutes yesterday. Now, see, one thing about me, I used to do that elliptical for an hour and a half, killing it. But that was 10, 12 years ago. We're going to get back to it, player.
Get back to it,
all right. Well, hey, from his mouth to God's ears, that's all I could tell you. But anyway, yeah, we're about to get our day started. Like I say, I'm sleepy in the background, you know, like I'm just existing right now. So I hope I could find something to watch because I'm going to try to do 45 minutes today. I mean, I feel like that's going too quick, you know. I at least do another 30. So I'm going to do another 30 minutes this morning, but I need to find something that's going to keep my attention. I'm going to tell y'all what I watch when I be at the gym. Tubi. There's an app called Tubi, and if you have the Roku, it's on there, or if you have a smart TV, Tubi, they have all the old shows on there, right? So I have been binge watching like A-Man and the Jeffersons and 227, like all of that stuff is over there on Tubi. The only thing I don't like is you have to watch the commercials. I hate commercials. But anyway, there's an episode of A-Man that I love. That's when the Reverend takes Thelma to her class reunion.
Oh.
I could watch that episode a million times because I just love that episode for Thelma, because, you know, they tried to make Thelma come off as the dumpy girl, right? And when he chose her and made her feel good about herself, I'm just always for the underdog. And I feel like Thelma, she just didn't really have luck. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that episode, it just makes me really happy. Because he said that poem that Felicia Rashad said that one time, but they said it first because that show came out first. But he was like, she walks in beauty like the night. I'm like, don't no man say that to no woman. She walks in beauty like the night with stars and something, however that poem goes.
With timeless skies and starry nights.
Why you never recite that poem to me, player?
Because you would call it corny.
I want you to be corny.
I can be corny.
I want you to be corny.
I can be corny.
Because I would tell y'all, Donald writes in perfect calligraphy. Perfect calligraphy. And he wrote me a love letter in calligraphy one time. I was like, be still my heart. I felt so, because like I tell y'all, I'm not a girly girl, but baby, that did something to my insides. I was like, come on, player. Come through, player. But anyway, I was like, I like that. I know it don't seem like it, y'all, but I am a hopeless romantic. I love romance and I love marriage and I love all that stuff. Yeah. I do. Because, you know, Donald kind of brings out my softer side because I grew up hard, right? But I'm just like, I like that kind of stuff. But don't be sitting around here quoting poems.
No,
I ain't that. I don't want that. But, you know, just surprise me with it every now and again. And you finna get back on your game, player?
Yeah, I'm back on my game.
You back on your game?
Yep, that's me.
We gonna stick a pin in that to see how he does. But okay, we gotta get up out of here. So I'm gonna call y'all right back. All right, fam. Getting it in. It's a rough day, but somebody's gotta do it. I did a pretty good job. It's like when you come when you don't want to, you do way better. So let me show you Donna. How you feel, baby daddy? Hey, baby father. How you feeling?
Hey, I'm good.
Did you have a good workout, player?
Oh, yes. 375 calories in 28 minutes.
Go ahead, player.
I'm on cool down.
All right, player.
Cool down.
Tell them don't play with you. You didn't come to play.
Don't play.
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee.
What?
You think it's a game out here?
Okay.
Ain't no games out here.
Okay.